Ed. This episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get a total of $80 off your first box.
It's a lot of 80. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 644. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's finally happy he's not verified on Twitter, Wombat.
Hey, and I tried after I had so many imposters, but what can you do?
You got 30 minutes of extra tweeting in.
Thank you for
I
your
know.
cooperation.
I know. So,
Oh, no. And now this thing is making noise.
I don't know what this thing is.
The alert box.
Whatever.
Okay, keep talking about it. Wombat, how you doing, man?
What is the alert? Well, today's, for those who don't know, it's July 15th. I'm dating the episode. It's a special day in my house, as it is both my wife's birthday and my daughter's birthday. And instead of spending time with my family, I'm doing this with you guys.
That's really the best gift, though, of all.
Yeah, exactly. Because no one wants to spend time with me. My wife very much does not want to spend any more time with me now that we essentially work together. So,
Everybody's suddenly in business with each other.
yeah, I mean, we're sitting next to each other all day for months at a time. I'm probably the last person she ever wants to see. So
No.
So
but
what
it
did she
was
get
fun.
you?
Well, I got her a margarita machine.
Oh, well, she
Yeah.
already unwrapped that.
Yeah, it came early. That's the whole thing. It's like she's here and I'm here, and I ordered it online because stores are scary. So it showed up, and what am I gonna do? Just like let the giant box just sit? She was here when it showed up. I'm like, here's your gift. Which she loves. Don't get me wrong, she uses it all the time.
You
But
do want to get started on that margarita machine as soon as possible.
exactly,
No reason to delay.
exactly. So
Oh.
margaritas for everyone.
That's good.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
did they get a whole birthday month as well?
Oh, who do you think started the concept of the birthday month?
I honestly, I would have thought you.
No, it was actually my wife. She started the birthday month concept. Especially now that she has to share it.
Right.
Like that's a whole other thing.
Right. It's your daughter's birthday.
Yes, it's Sabrina's birthday also. She's 12.
What did she get? Did she get a margarita machine?
She got
She got a
like,
margarita slushy machine.
She wanted roller skates, so she got roller skates.
Blades or skates?
Like four
Skates.
wheel skates?
Four-wheel skates. Yeah, she wanted like
What do you do with
tradi-
those?
Skate.
the same
I
thing
just
that
didn't know if
people.
the kids were doing something else with them.
It's everything that it's all cyclical. Everything that goes around comes around. Roller skates apparently are hip again.
Right. It doesn't matter how many wheels they have or in what configuration. They're still going to sit in your closet and cost $200.
Yeah, pretty much, which is fine. She got a really nice makeup mirror, which you may have seen in the picture that I put on Twitter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because she's 12, going on I think 30, based on her behavior, which is fine. And here we are.
Right.
So, also today's E3 shirt is Daybreak.
Daybreak.
that?
What was that?
What is
I
Daybreak?
don't know.
That's the name of a
but
studio, isn't it?
I
I
think,
think
so.
so. I think
Move
that's a
over. I
studio.
can't see the mics in the way. Yeah, that's a studio.
But it's a very comfortable shirt.
They
It's
make,
like this really nice, soft cotton.
They make the Climby Zombie game, I believe. No?
Do they make the slime? Yeah.
Climby,
Here you go.
not slimy.
Daisy?
Huh.
No, the Climby one with the parkour.
Oh,
I don't know. Why don't I just Google it?
Daybreak Games. Daybreak Game Company.
Yeah, I know that. We've
Yeah, the
established
CEO is G.
that. Oh,
Ham.
DC Universe Online.
DC
Maybe.
Universe Online. There it is.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. That's why you're proudly
Did we
wearing
check that
shirt.
out? That seems
And
like
they
something
make
that we-
H1Z1.
No, we didn't see that at E3.
So,
No, we would have seen DC Universe
That,
Online.
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Wombat would have walked by and grabbed a shirt.
I'm pretty sure they gave this one to me because I'm fancy. But this is today's shirt E3 special.
Nice. This is a different Nike tall shirt. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Another
wearing
live
Pac-Man.
Yeah, but that's not from E3. That's just video game.
That's just a Pac-Man shirt that I happened to put on
You
today.
paid
lot
for
of-
that shirt.
A lot to unpack there.
I may have. It's been in my closet for a while.
Nice. Well, I'm glad it's seen the light of day.
Well, I did go outside today. Yes.
Good.
Nice.
It's an
Going
odd-
outside is good.
You don't go for a walk every day? Not so much.
I mean, we take the dog for a walk every day, so that's got to count.
No, I'm
for
asking
something.
Shipwreck. Shipwreck seems to be shaking his head. No.
No, I'm with my kids all day.
But can't they walk?
Yeah, you don't take them for a walk.
No, they run around in the backyard. We run around in the backyard. We don't go for a walk.
Oh, I lost Wombat. I lost your tip jar. Hold on. It's let's see.
Figure it
Oh,
out.
I got it. It's back, baby. We're back.
Oh
Great.
yeah.
You have to
Woo!
understand, I usually use Streamlabs OBS, which is like a broadcasting software, and the scene, I guess, either I deleted it on by accident or it just vanished. One of those two things happened. Luckily, I had exported all the scenes previously to switch over to regular OBS. And
This is
so we're
fascinating.
saved.
This
We're
is
saved.
literally people
It's
are leaving.
But
fascinating.
the best part of it all is that I didn't discover that this had happened until right before I was about to go live tonight. So that was like, oh, there's no show in this list. Anyway, it's working now.
Good. How's everyone else doing? Everyone else is good?
I'm good.
Everyone
Alright.
is good. over
Yeah,
there.
I went and got a haircut for the first time since February today.
Oh yeah, look at
How's
that.
that? How's that?
You
How's
can look
look?
at it. Look straight
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm like,
It-
I'm
it
trying to.
was-
It looks the same as last week.
It's less.
It does not. There's far less than last week.
Right.
I had a pretty significant mullet going on.
How thick are those glasses, Wombat?
They're really thick. You can't see that.
Right. I can't change the size of the zoom window, otherwise it will screw up the broadcast. So, but even I could tell there's a lot less volume there on the sides, especially.
Yeah, especially on the sides. I keep it a little longer on the top. Short on the sides, a little longer.
You
on the
got to protect the head from the cancer.
Exactly.
Cancer
I did
rays.
not. We went this last weekend. We went kayaking for like 5 hours, and it was open leg kayaking. Like you're not down in the boat, you're on top of it.
Oh, got it. So you're
Uh,
not protected.
Not protected. I did a great job of applying sunscreen to like 95% of my legs.
Okay. Stand up.
It's-
Let's see. I want to see. Can we see?
It's going to be too hard for me to stand up. There's a nice, like, I don't know, a little patch that goes down through, and then the tops of my feet are quite red still.
That sounds like an excuse. But
Better
okay.
than the bottoms.
Yeah. I don't know how it would have gotten to the bottoms of my feet.
I burnt
Have
the
you-
bottoms of my feet on my honeymoon.
Kayaking?
No, snorkeling.
Oh, that makes more sense. Your
Right.
feet
Oh
are,
yeah. I'm just saying could be worse. You could have burned the bottoms of your
It
feet.
could be worse. Your nose could be gushing blood.
Exactly. Which also probably happened on my honeymoon.
I just spit all over my screen.
Well, it's not like anyone can see you.
Right. I burned my not my eyelids. I sunburned my eyelids falling asleep on the beach because I smoked the joint and I fell asleep. That's bad, by the way. When you
Yes.
do that.
I would imagine so.
What happens is you go to sleep that night not realizing what happened, and then when you wake up the next morning, you can't open your eyes because they're swollen, and then you're like, "Why aren't my eyes opening? I'm awake." And then you went, "Oh, I get it." And then you just walk around the whole day like this. All right. Anything else we got? We got show feedback?
Yeah, we got this one from Zimmy, who gives us nice, fun, positive feedback. Can't wait for another week of AAA hype title that every gamer is talking about is released. CAGcast gang. No interest. Is that this week? Those games do nothing for me. But another hour of Fortnite skin talk and some indie game no one has ever heard of or will play. I'll be shocked if Ghost is even mentioned.
The wrong ghost is going to be mentioned.
I was going to say, we're going to talk about Ghosts. I love the CAGcast, but this is your industry. At least have an opinion on it. You can always quantify paying for it by all the other codes you get for free.
Wow, what is this?
How does that math work? What does that mean?
I don't know. First of all, fuck you. That's thing number one. Thing number two, even if we did pay for it, we couldn't play it until Friday.
What
So
game
it
are we
doesn't-
talking about? now?
Ghost of Takabusha.
Yeah. Ghost of Toonami. The
Ghost of Tsunami.
Yeah.
Tsunami. I thought it was Toonami.
Well, Tsunami, you're following the wind, right?
I don't know. It's
Yeah, or
the
the
samurai
smoke.
game.
Yeah, the
Everyone-
samurai.
I'm first of all,
fun
I'm interested
samurais.
in Ghost of Tsunami.
I am too. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like Assassin's Creed.
I may have even asked for a review copy. I at least asked Shipwreck for who to ask for a review copy.
You did. I was on that chat thread.
I may have sent the email. I started writing the email.
Mhm.
I just can't. I mean, I could easily check to see if
I mean, if you started writing the email, you should have gotten a code.
That's how it works.
I don't even. I might have sent it. There's a really good possibility that I sent it, but also not.
I'm interested in that game simply
looking.
because I read some of the reviews.
I sent it. I did send it,
Good job.
but it was 4 days ago, so that was too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be out 2 to 4 weeks before these things hit.
I forget. I get busy with like buying rocks for the backyard.
I'm interested in that game though because I read some reviews, not like whole reviews, but I saw snippets of reviews.
Hmm.
I'm not going to sit down and read a whole review.
No,
Let's not kid ourselves.
Right.
But I saw that it was kind of a dated game where it was a large map where you were checking things off of a map.
That sounds like your kind of style.
And it sounded like,
game.
okay, this one's for me.
Yeah, it's a Ubisoft game, ish.
How has anybody read how stealthy it is? How stealthy do I need to be?
Very stealthy.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I hope not.
Stealthy
I want
as
to
you want to
feel
be.
like I'm stealthy, but I want to also be coming in with like an attack helicopter.
Well,
at the
we'll
same
get to
time.
that game later. We haven't gotten that far yet.
Nobody got my 2 Live Crew joke.
Sorry, did you make a two live crew joke?
If you make a 2 Live Crew joke and no one hears it, did you really make it?
No.
No, I'm interested in. I don't know what this guy's talking about. I'm looking forward to that game. We're making an effort. It's not even out yet. What are we supposed to do? People just
Nothing
not
came
gonna-
out last week that was a AAA game, was it?
No, he's talking about the samurai
He's
game.
preemptively.
He's
Getting
preemptively
on our case here?
upset that we're not talking about a samurai game that he knows we didn't get a code for.
How did he even
and
know?
couldn't-
Because we didn't.
he
We
just
didn't tweet about
assumes.
it.
I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
That pretty much wraps up the discussion, right there. And that's the show. That's the show feedback you got. One guy.
There wasn't much else. There was only a total of 10 comments, and one of them was Shipwreck, and one of them was you just posting the show. So yeah, no, nothing to talk about.
All right, then.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move on to watch this, bitches?
Yes, please.
Did you guys add anything to the outline? I haven't. Really
I
looked
did.
At it.
I added two
did.
things I watched. Talk about your lousy movie first.
That's not a lousy movie. It's a good movie.
I know.
As a good father should do, I introduced Ty to the greatness that is kung fu cinema, and we watched the latest Ip Man movie. Actually, the latest and the last Ip Man movie. Wombat, I know you were very upset about this.
Why does he die in it?
I mean, yes. It's
I mean, you just gave that away by saying
no.
it's
Everybody
gonna be the
knows
last one.
it's called Ip Man: The Finale. Is the name of the Ip Man 4: The Finale, and it's based
I know
on
nothing about this. I
don't know anything either.
I thought these were IP mans.
it's it's a guy's name. It's Ip
He's
Man.
a lawyer who protects the intellectual properties.
It's not a
And if
spoiler.
he's-
He doesn't
he's
die
like-
in it. He
he's
doesn't
like,
die. in it.
Is that a bootleg Bart Simpson T-shirt? And then he kicks you in the face.
You-
Then he goes lawyered, and that's the movie.
He doesn't die in the movie. It's based on a real person. He doesn't die in the movie. Okay, he doesn't die in the movie. The movie ends and it says he dies. You know, it's one of those because it's the last movie. Relax, everybody. The movie. It's a fucking kung fu movie. People are flipping out in the chat. Oh my god.
Does he poochie at the end of the
kn-
movie?
No. It's Donnie Yen is he's 56 years old or something. I looked it up. I know he's exactly 56 years old. But I guessed that he was 55, so that was good. Anyway, so Ty had his first kung fu movie, and he didn't want to watch it at all. He was completely uninterested. No, no, no. Let's watch an anime. But I made him watch it, and he loved it. He really loved it, and it was really well done. The action scenes are awesome. It's the story is they go to San Francisco, and Bruce Lee is in it because Bruce Lee is Ip Man's student. So there's an actor playing. There's an actor playing Bruce Lee.
He's dead too.
Yes,
Spoilers. Just go ahead and say that.
Yeah, in the movie he doesn't die, but he kicks a lot of ass in the movie, and the actor does an amazing job fighting as him. It's a great movie, Ip Man 4, and Ty loved it, and the story is great, and I'm afraid to spoil anything because people are gonna send me hate mail. But
Do
it's
I
really
need to
good.
see the
Highly
first
recommend.
3?
You have to. What's that?
Do I need to see the first 3?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But the story is there's the white man is the bad guy in the movie. So the white man is very racist in the movie. The plot. Can I just tell you the plot really quickly?
So he's the good guy.
The plot. A main part of the plot is there's an army base, and the movie takes place in San Francisco primarily. There's an army base in San Francisco, I guess, a major army base. One of the soldiers at the army base is a student of Bruce Lee, and therefore a student of Ip Man. The army base is teaching karate to the soldiers, okay? Somehow, like the higher up, like the drill sergeant or whatever, he's very racist and talks about how Chinese people are horrible and Kung Fu is horrible, but he seems to have fully embraced karate as a self-defense form, no problem, and is teaching it to all the soldiers. But he's clearly like a racist villain in the movie.
Okay.
It's pretty weird, but I recommend it highly. If you're gonna get triggered by that though, then maybe skip this one. If you're gonna get triggered by racist whiteys, you may want to skip Ip Man. But they get beat up. So there's that. But I highly recommend it, even though we paid money to rent it. There it is.
All right, that was enlightening.
Ip Man 4, the finale.
Cool.
What else?
I watched Palm Springs. Has anyone watched that yet?
That's on Hulu, right? I want to see that.
Yes. I would say it's very much a movie you'll like. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
That's the Andy Samberg Groundhog's Day-esque movie, where he's obviously, if you've seen Groundhog's Day, you know exactly what that means. He's living the same day over and over and over again. But there is a twist to it. I mean, it's not like it happens very quickly. It's not like it's a spoiler, but he's not alone.
I don't want any spoilers.
Yeah. So it's really cute. It's really funny.
That's a spoiler that it's funny.
Everyone in it is very good.
Oh, man.
It's a good date movie. Don't watch it with the kids.
Oh, Shaft Matt, thanks for the gifted subs. That was nice.
There you go. But yeah, it's cute. It's fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. It's not appropriate for a 12-year-old, right?
I just said don't watch it with the kids.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
I was distracted.
I know you were too busy looking at the Twitch chat.
I need to see
Be
what's
here.
happening.
Be here now.
I'm right next to there. It's only like 6 inches from there. What else we got here in Watch This Bitches?
I watched The Trouble with Apu because that's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that documentary?
I'm familiar with the controversy about Apu, but
I think I know what the documentary is about.
Correct.
Well, a lot of the controversy came from this documentary where a lot of people made assumptions about what the documentary was about.
Right.
That just the blanket statement of Apu is racist and has to go.
Right.
But that's not quite what the documentary explores. I mean, that is part of it. It's really more about the fact that, Southeastern Asian culture and Southeastern Asian people were just not representative in popular culture for ever.
Mm-hmm.
And from 1989 to really till Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle came out, the only Indian person in pop culture people could even reference was Apu, and how that affected,
Dawson.
and how that affected, Indian Americans who grew up during that time. who had to spend basically every day of their life someone coming up to them saying thank you, come again, and
Right, of
or
course, that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
and or insulting them, or just I guess your family owns a convenience store, huh? Because that's all that there was, and how damaging that was to an entire group of people. And it's not, not necessarily that it was the Simpsons' fault in the sense that there was no other representation out there in the world. But at what point is it the responsibility of the Simpsons to say, hey, this is the only representation out there. Why are we doing it this way? Why does this have to be a stereotype when there is no, because the other argument is, well, the Simpsons make fun of everybody. I'm like, yes, they do make fun of Jews and the Irish.
They do. I'm never
Italians.
watching it again.
Exactly. But there's so much else out there with other Jews and other Italians and other, Scottish.
Wait, you're saying there's Jews in show business?
Exactly. So it's really about that. It's really about that. And it was actually really interesting, and I highly recommend it if you want to, learn about something that you may not have known about before.
Right. That sounds pretty good. I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is that isn't? I
don't
read
know.
the article. I mean, I read the article that it was based on. I guess when they were working on this movie,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I got the idea. Pretty
Right.
much from the
Like I
article.
feel like Wombat, you did a really good job of
Yeah,
explaining
that's
it.
what I'm. That's
Okay,
kind
well
of
then
what
never
was
mind. I
getting
mean,
at.
the whole documentary is only 50 minutes long. It's not particularly
Right.
long, but yes.
Right. How come I can't find the new releases?
Because it's Wednesday.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry. We're taking possession of the cabin tomorrow, so
By force?
by force.
Oh my gosh.
Squatters' rights.
What are you going in with?
Well, the AR-15 is the modern day musket.
Right.
That's a popular choice.
I can stop by Walmart and get one maybe because they're required masks now.
Right. Well, you have a mask.
Hi, you can't see my face. Can I buy this gun?
Come on in, sir.
Are we on any releases?
No,
Yeah.
I believe we're on. I think we're on Read This, bitches.
Oh, I've been reading something.
Okay.
And what have you been reading?
I've been reading a comic book.
Comic book. Oh, I have one for there too.
It still counts.
It does.
I've been reading the new Snake Eyes by Rob Liefeld.
Rob
He still makes
Liefeld.
comics?
He does. It's Snake Eyes Dead Game, and it's the
Dead
first.
Sounds like
issue.
Rob Liefeld, yeah.
Yeah. So it starts out. The first page of the comic is Thor, not the Marvel Thor, but just a version of Thor with Mjolnir. And that's not the page I would have started a Snake Eyes comic from, like traditionally, I don't think.
Right. People don't think of Thor when they think of Snake Eyes.
Right. So yeah, this is Snake Eyes is having to battle a undead mummy ninja. It is the premise of this comic book.
You said your undead mummy ninja would defeat RoboCop.
Right. It's taken a lot of turns in the first issue, I would say, from what a traditional Snake Eyes. Not that G.I. Joe hasn't gotten into sci-fi territory before, because it certainly has.
Is it enjoyable?
I mean, I like looking at the pictures.
I mean, I read, I've been reading.
This is why Shipwreck doesn't take any of my TV recommendations. 'Cause
You
he
should.
just
Oh, so
wants
you
to
don't
look at
have
the
you. You
pictures.
should check out Marvel Unlimited and read some of that stuff.
I try not to do too much visual stuff, but I am going to show you guys a picture from this that
Ooh.
I can't wait.
I just need to show you what Rob Liefeld thinks Timber looks like. If you can
Okay.
you can see that, let me know.
Oh,
That dog has a flat head.
he's fly. He got run over by a car. Yikes.
But generally, like, it still looks like the Snake Eyes on the cover and everything. It still looks like Snake Eyes. Like, he didn't take too many liberties with the Snake Eyes character. Some of the GI Joes are Roadblock is enormous, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It's enjoyable. I'll certainly read it all. I hope he beats the undead mummy ninja.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he does.
I think they might both die.
Ooh, don't spoil it.
Right.
But it
can a
doesn't
mummy
say Ip
ninja
Man
die,
on the
really?
cover, so
What have you been reading, Cheapy?
I haven't been reading anything. I'm slightly embarrassed to say, but I did purchase the latest adventures of the Adventure Zone, which is called Pedals to the Metal. And Ty, because he loves Adventure Zone. And as soon as I handed it to him, he was so excited, ran into his room and just read it cover to cover. Said it's his favorite comic book ever. The best of the three and his favorite comic book ever. But he did say he recognized that he's only 12 and he hasn't read that many comics. But still, it's the best comic ever. Unprompted, he said that to me.
I still haven't I read 1. I haven't read 2 yet, and now 3 is out, apparently, right?
It just came out this week.
Good for them.
And then I tweeted a video of me giving Ty the comic, and Justin retweeted it. And I showed it to Ty, and he was swooning. And then like the day after, he's like, Papa, I want to meet Justin. And I was like, yeah, I bet. A lot of people do.
I'm surprised they're not on Cameo.
Oh, they maybe don't want to be doing that.
They probably don't want to. Yeah, they'd get more than actual celebrities would.
They might.
As more as request wise. And it probably just feels weird to ask for that.
Right.
Ow.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have we not had Justin on before? Somebody in the chat just said
we did.
Yeah, he's been on before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll let Ty listen
Justin.
to that.
We're friends with Justin.
Ty will be very impressed if I let him listen to that episode. He's already impressed though. So yeah, check out Pedal to the Metal. It's good. And you know what else you should check out? HelloFresh. Yes, HelloFresh. I spend hours a week with HelloFresh. HelloFresh, get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store, and it makes home cooking fun, easy, and affordable. Wombat, you can break out of your recipe rut. I know you do often with HelloFresh's bountiful selection of seasonal, chef-curated recipes, including low-calorie, vegetarian, family-friendly. Lot to choose from every week. Cut out the stressful meal planning and prepping and the trips to the grocery store. Takes up so much time. It's so much better just to have the stuff come right to your house. And with the recipes right there. And you can change your delivery days very easily and your food preferences. We've actually seen like the service grow over the years, adding more and more options, features, meals. It's been a great journey, HelloFresh. I'm just ad-libbing right here. Can you believe it, Wombat?
I can't believe it. As you know, we've all said many times, we all use HelloFresh. We are all HelloFresh eaters. I don't have a recipe in front of me like
Hey, Wombat,
does.
check out my balls.
I had your
Nice.
balls. I had those for dinner tonight.
I don't get my new delivery until tomorrow, but I did on Monday. I had the cheesy chicken with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn good.
I was showing you my firecracker meatballs that I made tonight that I actually think were the best meatballs that I've ever made because I'm getting practice. I've learned how to cook through HelloFresh, and I don't know. I feel like confident even like changing up the recipe when I see something. I'm like, oh, they say make the meatballs in the toaster oven. You know what? I feel like making it in the skillet tonight. Why don't I just make it in the skillet? I would never have done that when I started HelloFresh, but now I can go off book. You understand what I'm saying, Wombat? All right.
Turned into Seinfeld for a second there.
Those meatballs are
I could
good.
go
I did
off
have
book.
those.
Go to HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. That's HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and code 80CAGcast to get $80 off your first box. Additional restrictions apply. Please visit HelloFresh.com for more details. Thank you, HelloFresh. I could literally do a half-hour commercial for HelloFresh once a week.
Please don't.
Call me. HelloFresh, call me.
Mm-hmm. We could do an infomercial for them.
My whole life is an infomercial for HelloFresh, basically. All right, let's move on to new releases.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know Shipwreck's playing one.
I am playing one. I bought Ooblets. It came out. It's still in early access, I guess, but it is out.
I entered a contest to win a code, but I don't think I'm.
Good luck. I wish you well on
Cheap Ass
that.
Gamer, I believe.
Yeah, right. I believe so.
I
spit
instead
on my screen again.
Put $20 into the machine, and I'm playing the game.
Right.
So, I mean, I remember this was my favorite game that we ever saw live at a PC game show at E3.
That's the one in the theater, you mean, sitting in the theater?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fabulous PC game show.
Okay.
It's a farming / Pokemon, like it's like a Harvest Moon and Pokemon put together with kind of, I don't know, almost Katamari style graphics. Not quite that abstract, but that similar style. So I sat down with Emmeline this afternoon to start playing it because I knew she would be into it. And yeah, we played, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of it so far. It's very chill. You basically the monsters are seeds that you plant, and you grow these little monsters, and they all have cute names, and you dance battle them against each other via a card game. It's a tactical card game where you have so many moves that you can make, and then it's the next person's turn.
And it's all about dancing.
And it's all about dancing. It's dance moves on the cards.
Got it.
It's very cute. It created a massive fit when it had to be turned off.
That's so a good sign.
That is great. Yeah, that's a great sign that this is a really good game for kids. It was like, she doesn't get that way, and it was tears. At one point, this is the first time. Have your kids ever done the "I'm running away" routine?
No.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I'm familiar with it, but no, my kids have never done it.
It's amazing because my daughter did it it must be genetic, the thoughts on it, because I did it the exact same way, almost exact same way when I was little. I would run out the back door of the house. So she did that. Ran out the back door of the house. Then
because she couldn't play more Ooblets.
Right, because she couldn't play more Ooblets. Ran out the back door, opened up the gate to the backyard, ran past the driveway to the front yard. Of course, I can tell where she's going because I have the Ring cameras up. So right. It's like detecting all this motion of what's going on. I'm like, all right, I gotta get some shoes on because I can't let my kid run away.
Right.
I know she's not, but
right. Somebody might cough on her on the way.
So when I was little, I'd always go. We had like this garden area that had those railroad ties, those big railroad ties.
Sure.
That was built up that I would always just go hide in there, and so I went outside. I'm like, okay, she's not here. She went past the front door because the ring went off. I'm like, okay, let's go check the front yard. Not in the front yard. I turned the corner and she is down in a window well. Like she's gotten down in the window well, and that's where she is. Yeah. So Ooblets, everybody.
Right. Maybe it's better if you don't introduce your children to Ooblets in the first place.
Right. She was tired to begin with.
Yeah, I guess.
So there was more going on with that, but it's a good game. Ooblets seems pretty solid.
All right.
My water fell on the floor. I have to bend down and go get it.
No, let's watch.
I know. That's what I was.
Do it.
This will be fun.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Do it. Uh-oh. We're going to see something? We're going to see some booty? No.
Nope.
Oh,
That's
man.
It. Sorry.
No nip slip or anything.
Nope.
Damn. More new releases. What else?
I haven't played it yet, but I have Paper Mario: The Origami King. That's coming in Friday for me, and it's getting good reviews. I think it has a 80 something on Metacritic.
Metacritic?
Metacritic.
Metacritic, that's my favorite one. Yep.
I was gonna do 90 of these
Right.
to show the
for it.
Metacritic score.
I think it's worth it for the joke. Go on.
Yeah. Keep going.
I was
All right.
kidding.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Nice.
Anytime I see a positive review score on one of these Paper Mario games, I'm confident that they didn't just hose it up like they have several in the past.
Right. Yeah, they know how to do it. It's not that complicated at this point. Should we talk? Does the Ghost Recon update count as a new release?
It does
Sure.
this week.
Since we don't have a new release list.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are there rules now?
I mean, there's some rules.
No, there's no rules. I mean, Ghost Recon Breakpoint came out in October of last year,
Yes.
and they finished it today.
And I bought it for $10.
Yep. That's so sad.
It's interesting. So I started playing it. I mean, I've only played about an hour. How long did we play? We played about an hour together.
Yeah, we played about an hour together. You who texted me goes, I can't get past the first mission. Please help.
They kept the too many bad guys coming at me.
You know what's funny is I remember playing that the first time, and yes, you're right. When I first did that alone, it did feel very overwhelming.
Well, I think you're supposed to be playing with other people. But now they have AI teammates you could play with. I guess that wouldn't be a problem. I didn't do that. I had played it before the patch.
Yeah.
Game Attack Team subscribing. Nice.
Very nice.
So I played it before the update, and I could have used those AI teammates, but then I played with Wombat, and that helped. I was really impressed. I'm really impressed by the visuals because I haven't really seen much of the game since it came out.
It's a very good looking game.
Yeah. Even Mrs. Cheapy appreciates it, and she will watch me play it, which she usually will not for a game of that type. But because it's so visually appealing, she's down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. I guess so. When the game came out, when Ghost Recon Breakpoint came out, it was a loot-based shooter. Like
it was all about the gear you had,
yeah,
and finding new gear and making sure you had boots that gave you enough of a something, and a hat that did enough of a something, and a shirt that did enough of a something, and if you found a weapon, you didn't find weapons, you found weapon blueprints. And then if you wanted to use that weapon, you had to buy it in the store, and you wanted to make sure that it was a weapon at your level. So if you were at level 25, you didn't want to be using a level 15 gun. So you would dismantle your level 15 gun and then rebuy the same gun at level 25. I could see the look on Shipwreck's face of why would I want to do this? And you're not wrong.
it's like The Division, isn't it? Isn't that how The Division is more or less?
Similar, yeah. And Destiny, I think, is also similar. I think Destiny is really what they were going for.
Destiny's complicated, but it's not quite like that, I don't think. It's been a little while.
It was kind of, in many ways, it was annoying. As someone who
That's what it sounded like.
System,
you did a good job.
As someone who finished the game with that system, it wasn't ideal. And especially having played Wildlands, which was, they had a year to fix that game, and they fixed that one. Mm-hmm. And then they released the second one, and it was with all the same old problems, and they just didn't learn anything. It's so strange. But
so now is it good?
Now it's good. Now
it's good.
Yeah, because now you could set it where it's essentially it plays like Wildlands. You find a weapon and it's you don't have to worry about what level is your weapon. You could change your outfit and it has no impact on anything. And you can have your AI teammates now also, which I checked out this morning. They're kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the same what you're used to with AI teammates. Yeah. Do the sync shot, line up the three, you hit the button, and boop, 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 and they all drop. It's kind of fun to watch. So,
love that murder.
They fixed it. That murder. We murdered a lot of people when we played together. Actually, I murdered a lot of people when we played together.
Yeah.
So
I watched you.
I know it was fun. We should play again. Honestly, I'm kind of bummed that I finished the game already. I don't want to play it again, but. You guys are lucky you get to play the game when it's, fixed. So.
Yeah. And I paid $10.
Mm-hmm. I paid 15. It's not like
I think I paid. I don't know.
did you get
I got it. I think I have like probably the middleist version of that game.
there's a gold edition.
Yeah.
Is there a
has
platinum edition?
Yes, there's an ultimate edition.
Okay, I probably have the gold edition of that game.
That's the one that has the year one pass, but doesn't have like the extra doodads that you'll use for the first 10 minutes of the game and then never use again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So waiting a year to get to install the year one pass, is that the way to go?
Probably because I think
yeah.
that content is out now. So I debated picking up the year one pass, but everything else for that game is on sale except the year one pass, and that was sort of bummed me out. So
I think there's a lot of game there.
there's
I don't
there's a lot of game
anticipating myself spending any more money.
there.
What else we got here? I put this on here. Did
we have
you,
that Ghost game. Are we not going to talk about it here, or did we talk about it up top enough?
Which one?
Ghost of I really can't remember the title of this game, guys.
The Ghost game that's on the PlayStation.
The Winds of the Ghosts.
Ghosts
PlayStation.
of
Ghost
Tsushima? Something?
Ghosts of Tsushima.
Tsushima, yeah.
Tsushima.
Yeah, I read a few people's comments about it. It sounded like it was very Ubisoft, but did you see the video of the?
I heard it looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but did you see the voice dubbing? Like when you
I
watch
did see that.
when you watch it with Japanese voices, it's clearly lip synced to the English dub, so it looks all.
I'm fine with that.
I know, but it
I
looks
wasn't
janky.
gonna play the game in Japanese anyways. So
Okay.
yeah.
A lot of people are. Maybe, I mean,
Were you?
Some people. I would.
Were
play
you?
it. Yeah,
You were going to play it in Japanese?
of course. With subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you do that with all games, or just because of
It's
the
a game that
theme
takes
of
place
that
in
game?
Japan with Japanese characters, so I feel like that makes sense. Don't you? No? Am I the asshole?
I mean, it makes sense to me because your wife is Japanese. To me, it doesn't make sense for me to turn it on Japanese.
I would probably do that anyway. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
didn't
when
know
you
that
play
about you.
Metro, do you turn on the Russian subtitles?
Right.
Russian subtitles, that wouldn't help.
The Russian language, I mean.
Is that I mean, I don't know. Is that an option even?
I don't know. I'm just if it was, would you? Because that game takes place in
no.
in Russia,
No,
and all the characters are Russian.
no.
But you do that for Ghost of Tsushima. Why?
I mean, I don't know. Because it's a
yeah, that's
samurai
what I
game.
thought.
It's just like if I was watching a samurai movie.
These are Russian apocalypse survivors.
If you're watching a samurai movie, are you going to watch it with English dialogue or Japanese dialogue?
Which movie?
I don't know. Some Japanese samurai movie.
It depends.
I can't.
Well,
I don't
Tom
know
Cruise?
any. Seven
A
Samurai.
Kurosawa. I was gonna say Kurosawa, probably not. But if it was like some modern day schlocky samurai movie, then yeah, I'm
like a
probably gonna
classic
watch
one
it
from like
dubbed.
the 70s or 80s.
Well, the ones that you
Whatever,
were
I'm
referencing
right.
are from the
Just admit it.
60s.
Admit that I'm right. And
No,
you're
it's
a jerk.
a broad spectrum question there.
Case
Yep.
closed.
Uh huh.
You follow up with that.
Your mom's dubbed.
What else we got? Where are we?
Are
Are we up to? I think we're up to Wombat's fortnightly news.
Yes, we are.
I wanted to just have a follow up because I know Shipwreck brought up last week about the Fortnite YouTubers buying a mansion together, and they put a video out. I've now watched the video since.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I only just sort of watched a bit of it while you were talking about it last week, but now I've watched about 8 out of the 12 minutes of it. I've watched most of it. I stopped because it was just getting too funny, and I had to tell Mrs. Cheapy like I couldn't wait any longer. It's really impressive how they found this house, which is gigantic because it has all these big like common rooms and big pool outside and hot tub. But when they go to the bedrooms, they're like bedrooms that you would find in anybody's house. Like the house could be anywhere of any size. It could be a dorm. Some of them could be in a dorm, a college dorm somewhere. And the kids are like one of the gamers is showing off his room, and it looks very nicely appointed. And he's like with his girlfriend, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend decorated it." And that was the last one who had a girlfriend, because then all the other guys, it looks like straight out of a college dorm. And then one guy's like, "Yeah, here's my closet, and they mounted the TV on the closet wall, so I can't close the closet door now. So we're always looking into you can always look into my closet at all times now." That's when I had to stop watching and show Mrs. GB. So I scrubbed through the whole video really quick. I'm like, oh, you just got to see these guys. Like, I mean, they spent millions of dollars to like live in a tiny like bedroom that they could have, they could spend $500 a month and get that somewhere. Anyway, I had a good time watching that video. So thank you for bringing that up. And then I saw they were like hating on Kotaku because they felt like Kotaku was making fun of them. And they were tweeting like, "Oh, these game."
Are they going to hate on us now?
They were making fun of them.
Yeah, they were. But they deserved it. The video is very cringy. Like, he's walking through the house, like this beautiful, like, wine cabinet and everything. "Oh, we don't drink wine." And then they get to the dining room table and there's, "Oh, here's a hoodie here, limited edition hoodie. Go to our website right now. Buy this hoodie. It's going to be gone in 2 days. Hurry up. Here's a piano that Frank Sinatra looked at. We don't play piano, but it's pretty. The guy let us keep the piano when we bought the house." I don't know. It's really funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Good for them, though. They have.
Yeah, that's what
I hope they don't kill each other.
At some point, like, you're not making fun of them because they're doing well.
It's funny. It is funny. When the guy can't close his closet door because they mounted the TV on, he spent like how much money did he spend on this house? He can't close his closet door. I mean, granted.
Why can't they come and move the TV?
They wall mounted the TV.
I understand, but you have
because they spent all the money on the house. They don't have any more money. You saw the McLaren in the driveway.
You have them come back and say, "Look at the shitty job you did fixing."
That's the point, Wombat, is that they're living in like opulence, but yet like the closet door doesn't close. Oh well. I mean, I can't really make fun of them that much because our doors weren't closing for like the last 5 years. We just got them.
Well,
fixed.
You can make fun of them now. You just fixed that.
I didn't make a video about it. That's the key. You don't know what my closet looks like. That's the point. Anyway, it was fun. I really enjoyed. I had a great time watching that. Alpo845 writes in, and he wants to know what our thoughts were on the big Ubisoft conference. Which game looked the best out of the big three? Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, or Far Cry? Wombat.
Well, it's interesting because I played Watch Dogs 1 for the first time this week.
Oh.
Because I found out that I owned it from Games with Gold from probably who knows how long ago. And that game is not very good.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it pretty much at all. So I'm a little hesitant on the new Watch Dogs. I know it kind of has
The second one is a lot better than the first one.
Is the second one a lot better? Because the first one it seemed a little too focused on driving.
And the driving isn't good.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And the driving is exactly.
Like Saints Row, there was a big focus on the driving, but the driving was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I was like, why is this game all about driving when it's supposed to be about me pointing my cell phone at someone and going, "Oh, that guy's a criminal," and then shooting him? Like, that should be the whole game. That should be the whole game.
It's like a Judge Dredd game.
My phone says this guy's a nasty piece of work.
My phone says this guy shouldn't have functioning kneecaps anymore.
Sorry, dude. Exactly. That's what everyone wants. So that being said,
no, the second one they figured out how to turn that one into a game, actually, like fun game. So the third one, the third one looks amazing. I thought
the third one looks so good.
Yeah, you don't even believe it almost.
I don't believe that it could be as good as it looks.
Do I was watching? There's they're putting out a cartoon or something, or some sort of animated feature. And that's when I caught that Ubisoft conference where they were showing it. And I was like, fuck, the graphics on this game are insane. Like, it looks like an anime. And then it was like, oh, it's an anime. So that looked really good. I saw that. I watched some of Assassin's Creed. By the way, like, watching these presentations over Twitch, like, it's really compressed and makes every game look bad. Like,
well, I think you're looking at what is this game going to be, not what is this game going to look like.
You have to do some creative interpretation and pretend you have
when I watch Assassin's Creed Vikings, even on this presentation, I know what I'm going to get with that.
I think you could say those 3 words and you know what you're going to get with
Exactly. Assassin's Creed Vikings. Got it. I'm in. Sign me up. Where do I sign?
Yeah. No, it looks good. I watched.
Yeah.
It was Godfrey, I think, posted a gameplay video of him fighting some crazy looking god-like creature with like at night with the lightning going in the background.
Yes. Yeah. I
was like, oh, that looks like I want.
Yeah, you know, it was
and the
really
quality was so much better than the Twitch stream. I was like, oh, this is what the game looks like.
They showed a clip of one of the Viking that you play as with a hammer in his hand, very Thor-like, going through a crowd of guys and just bashing people with a hammer, and it looks so much more interesting than the Avengers demo they showed 2 weeks earlier of actual Thor with a hammer going around like like it was so much more visceral from the Assassin's Creed game. So yeah,
well, it's gonna be. I mean, right? That's a M-rated game.
It is an M-rated game, but even a game can still have weight to it, and you could feel like you're doing something. It doesn't have to be, even if you're hitting a robot, like or whatever it is you're hitting in the Avengers game, because it's rated T for teen or whatever it's gonna be.
Right.
There still needs to be some feeling there, like you're doing something. It shouldn't be like like they showed it where it just seems like something's moving around and there's no like heft to Mjolnir, as opposed to this Assassin's Creed game where you could see the motion of the guy with the hammer and he hits someone in the face and the face moves. I don't know. Whatever. Right. Assassin's Creed. That's my answer, by the way.
That is Assassin's Creed is your answer. Okay.
Yeah, the last 2 Far Cries were disappointing. They weren't bad. They just were disappointing.
Oh, I think that's a change in stance on you on a little bit on those Far Cries.
No, Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5. I think everybody on the show agrees that one was.
And I'm including New Dawn as part of the last 2.
Oh, okay. You weren't going back to 4.
No, I like 4.
Okay.
Far Cry 5 and Far Cry New Dawn were not the best. Maybe that counts as one game. But and I didn't hate them. I finished Far Cry 5. I try to remember if I finished New Dawn. I don't even know. But I'll play Far Cry 6. I just don't know when, and I'm not rushing out to get it on day 1.
Right.
I'm most interested in Watch Dogs just because I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed and a lot of Far Cry.
I agree.
That.
I agree with that too. Again, it looks so cool. I don't know if they can pull it off, and I'm reserving my excitement until I know they pulled it off.
Wait a year and they'll fix it.
That's what I'm like. Or is this it? It very well could be, Jurassic Park harmonica theme game.
Right. I think it's gonna be good. No.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
No, it's not that type of game.
You
wait. It's not a Destiny.
Just you wait. It's gonna be someone's gonna post footage and it's gonna be like the grandma, because they always show the grandma in all the trailers, and someone's gonna warp into the grandma body and they're just gonna get immediately hit by a bus or something stupid, and it's just gonna be.
It's not a It's not a games of service type of game, so they won't fuck that up. Probably.
Alley balls.
So yeah, for me, I'd say I agree with Shipwreck, and I didn't see what Far Cry looks like. I just know they got the Breaking Bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes.
Did you guys check out the Devolver Expo marketing game?
Yeah, I downloaded it on Steam and played it on my gaming PC. It was really exciting.
We need to get you a sponsor, Wombat. If we got you a sponsor and they sent you a gaming PC, could you commit to streaming with said gaming PC, like a certain amount per
I'm sure
week?
I could figure it out. We'll worry about it when it happens.
I have a connection.
Yeah?
Yep. Crazy Eddie. Did you ever hear of him?
I was going to say.
His prices are insane.
Insane.
His judgment is questionable as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking? Oh, Devolver Expo. Did you check it out?
I've just watched videos. I haven't installed it yet.
Okay.
I want to. I just haven't had a chance.
I played through it. It's
and
It's really cool. I mean, they rendered part of the LA Convention Center and made it like a little game where you're breaking into the convention center to go to canceled Devolver Expo, wink wink E3, and you're breaking into, you're checking out their booths, which shows their new games, trailers for their games, and looking for secret items. It's really like a good looking, it really looks good. Like they spent time and money on this. This wasn't some like cheap thing they threw together for sure. This is like a good looking thing. I played through the whole thing and I watched all the game trailers, so it worked on me. The mission was accomplished.
Any games that look that stand out?
Yeah, all their games look great. The Fall Guy, which is the Fall Guys, is that what it is?
Fall Guys. Yeah.
It's like the battle royale gang beasts type game. Which we played at E3 a couple years ago.
Not affiliated with the 80s TV show?
No. They got that. They got Shadow Warrior 3, which looks amazing. They've got this game called Carrion, which is like an indie game where you control like this blob-looking tentacle thing.
Yeah, that's coming to Game Pass in like a
Oh,
couple
wow.
days. Yeah.
Okay. That looks really good. What else?
I like that they went this route, like, and had some creativity with this.
Yeah, it's really cool. It was fun. And it's,
I
you
mean,
go through the whole thing in like, half hour maybe, and that's cool.
That's
Learn
fine.
about the games,
Like,
yeah.
It's a much better way of presenting it than these press conferences,
Totally.
these virtual press conferences, right?
Yep.
Even though they did that as well, but they still make that entertaining.
Right. I didn't watch that, but I'm sure it was crazy. I didn't feel like watching people get chainsawed up on a stage right then. But the Devolver Expo thing to download was really cool. I was really impressed by that. And their games look good. They look like they're choosing good games over there at Devolver. So, what else we got here?
I've been playing Crosscode, which I was excited that came out last week.
Okay.
Talked about it a little bit. I'm about 3 hours into it, 3 maybe 4 hours into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a top down isometric type of 16-bit RPG, action RPG that has some shmup stuff to it as well. It's really clever with the MMO kind of theme that it has going on, where you're a player within an MMO. So it works well in the trappings of the game, and just with the writing is snappy.
Would I like this? Because I sort of checked it out, and
it's on Game Pass. How about you try it?
It's on Game Pass.
Yourself?
I don't know that you're gonna love it.
Single player.
It might be a little bit slow for you, Cheapy.
Single player only.
Single player. Yeah, it's straight up a single player action RPG. It's got
you can't shoot anyone in the kneecaps.
There's no phone scanning.
And there's no phone. You can go, oh, kneecaps.
Right.
None of that. There's some light puzzle solving with the way that your character class is a spheromancer, I believe is what it is. Basically, you throw balls at stuff.
Hey, here are my balls again. My balls are back.
Spheromancer or a sphere romancer?
I told you everybody loves my balls.
It's quite good though. I think if you're looking for a retro style game, it fits the bill. The other thing at my household that we've been playing a ton of is Lego Batman 3.
Nice.
Yes.
I 100% of that game, so I can't make fun of you at all.
Oh no, you shouldn't make fun of me. I mean, it's my 3-year-old. Dash is all about this game. His first words every day when he gets up and wakes me up is, "Can we play Lego Batman?"
I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember how old Elliot was when this game came out, because I feel you.
he would have been older than that.
Yeah, but
this is like really the first time. Like he's played the Paw Patrol game some. He's played the Cars game some, but he just went straight into this Lego game, and he understands all of the mechanics. He's memorized which characters have which like abilities and which suits have those abilities. he's very much obsessed with Lego Batman 3.
Is he gonna hide in the windowsill?
He also threw a fit tonight.
I'm sensing
a
theme.
double fit was thrown tonight
Nice.
on the Xbox, getting turned off. So
The old double fit.
yeah,
You found the Legion of Doom.
I don't think we've seen the Legion of Doom yet. That game has a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah,
but-
that's it's hard. You don't find it right away, but you need to get to the Legion of Doom headquarters. It's kind of cool. It's there.
He'll get there one day. Don't rush him.
I know. I'm just giving him a little.
he'll find it. He keeps finding stuff that I'm like, where did you go to find this? Because I'm like trying to complete missions and everything, and he's over there just wandering in random directions to find stuff. But
Like
Lego
father,
Batman
like
3,
son.
yeah, Lego Batman 3. That's a good Lego game.
That's the hotness.
Yeah.
All right, Sony. I guess we talked about Ghosts of Taka Porsche already. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm looking forward to checking it out for sure. I like cutting people up with a sword. I'm sure there's like different swords to get. Right?
It sounds reasonable,
So I like that concept.
right?
Remember that game, Way of the Samurai on PlayStation 2?
I do
Yes.
remember that game.
That was cool. This probably is better, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I would hope so at this point.
Where are we here? There was Stadium. We didn't write the thing for the stadium. There was a big Stadia event. Stadia
What
Direct.
the hell is that?
Stadia Direct? What's Stadia?
Stadia Connect
Stadia Direct.
Direct was
Stadia-
what it was called.
Stadia Connect K with a K.
No, Stadia Direct was the name of their conference.
A stadium for Connects.
Wombat, if you want to be playing Serious Sam 4 right when it comes out,
I
think you could
I
probably
do.
wait though.
Well,
You
I
may-
want to play it.
It does look good. Oh, that was
Yeah.
the other game at the Devolver Expo. So it looks really good.
Oh, okay.
It looks really good.
You'll get a chance to play it on a console that you own.
Yeah, how come here? This is a good point. Ryan's
Do you
Game
own a
Room.
Stadia? Does anybody know?
What?
Can you own a Stadia?
No, Stadia is the name of the cloud service. It's not a physical product. I Googled it when you asked on Twitter the other day, what is Stadia?
Right. When I said don't tell me what it is because I won't remember anyways.
That's it. It's the name. It's the cloud gaming platform. That's what
That's
Stadia
a
is.
really hard thing to sell. Like when you
I
can't
thought
even
that was
like,
an Ouya.
picture something.
No, that was a box you bought. Ouya was a box you bought.
Yeah, I could picture what an Ouya is.
Right.
Can
because it's a box.
can I use my Ouya to play Stadia games?
No.
Why
Okay.
not?
Yeah.
Because you don't have an Ouya. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
Good point. And you'll never
What about my
find one.
OnLive?
Right.
Um,
No, yeah, Ryan's Game Room says in the chat that he's surprised that you haven't got Stadia just to check out the technology because you buy everything.
What I'm not interested in streaming technology. I'm interested in playing video games.
But you can play the video games with streaming technology, including Serious Sam 4.
But
yeah, but he could also
everything
play...
they have, you can automatically assume is coming to something you own and understand at a later date. Right? There's nothing that's been announced where it's like, yeah, that's Stadia exclusive. Let me go figure out if I need to buy or subscribe to something to play that game.
Right. You do. Yes.
I do. Do I need to do both of those?
You need to subscribe to something and have the
What do I
proper-
hold in my hands?
There's a controller you need.
It's a Stadia controller?
I think so. I think you need a controller and yeah, you need at the very least you need the controller. If you have you could play it off your laptop probably if you just have the controller. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. There is a thing like a Chromecast if you want to play on your TV. But
Are
if
we
you
still
just
talking about this?
Stadia. Today's episode sponsored by Stadia. What
Not
is it?
By HelloFresh,
Google Stadia for more
which is
info.
a better product. HelloFresh.
Right. It's, Google, it was good that Google had the information on Stadia, given that it's a Google product. I knew that was the place to go to find out.
I feel like they just cannot, like, for better or worse, and they might be trying, but they just cannot explain to people who care what this product is. Like, I get that it's cloud gaming,
But they haven't given you a reason to care. If they had some really game that was going to be a big game that was going to be an exclusive that you were really into, you might spend the $50 to $100 to figure out how to make this work. But
Is that how much it is?
maybe.
Maybe.
Nobody knows.
Is it $50 to $100 and then I have to pay another $50 to $100 to subscribe to something?
A couple bucks here, a couple bucks there,
Who knows?
Get the controller, the thing, the widget for the TV. Whatever. You're good for it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Nintendo. Lego is going to be making an NES with a television set that you can buy for $200, perhaps $250.
Yep.
And they'll probably sell a lot of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
probably
it was-
already sold out.
Did it settle? No, it hasn't gone on sale yet.
No, I thought it was on pre-orders.
No.
Not yet.
No. August 1st for that. I think it settled at $230, didn't it?
Who
Something
knows
like
if
that.
it's settled yet?
Sure.
It's
We'll
like
find out.
It's like the stock market.
I'm interested in this. I will try to buy one of these. I understand this concept.
It's clever. I get it. It's not the kind of Lego set I like, but
Right. Shipwreck, you could have several months of Stadia Pro for the price of one NES Lego.
Okay, I'm fine with the Lego.
yeah, okay, stick with the Lego.
Stadia Pro?
Can you tell me what the benefits of Pro versus?
I could like a few months ago when I made that list.
Uh-huh.
Remember I made that test for you guys?
Right.
But I've forgotten since then. I believe it gives you like a free games, like a Game Pass thing, and you can give your friend like a gift subscription to something. I don't know.
Yeah. So this Lego NES,
Yes.
it doesn't play games.
No.
No,
but
it
it comes with like a Super Mario Brothers like Lego cartridge. Again, not a
Yes.
game,
no.
but
No.
just looks like a cartridge.
Right.
Mhm.
And then it hooks up via Legos to a TV.
Right.
that
Also
you-
made out of Legos.
also made out of Legos, not a real TV. That you hand crank to make scenes of Mario Brothers
Mm.
on the
turn
TV.
through there that are
And if
made
you
out of
wa-
Legos.
Yes, and if you want the sounds from the game, you have to buy the separate Lego Super Mario to stick on top.
No, what? For real?
For real.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
how the sound.
What does it say? What does my name say on the stream?
Wombat for real?
So am I lying?
Well, I don't know. I thought you were
Wombat
joking.
for real does not
I
lie.
thought you were
So
joking. You joke a
obviously,
lot.
people are going to be sticking Raspberry Pis in these things.
You think so? Oh, you mean in
Yes.
the the
In
Lego
Nintendo.
Nintendo? Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
if we're going
Massively
to put
delicious.
Raspberry.
I'm more of
Pis
a
in there,
lemon.
I may put a Raspberry Pi in it. I think they could like if they. I don't think Lego will go all in on the Nintendo stuff. I think they'll dabble in it, but if they really went all in, I think there's a ton of money to be made here.
Definitely.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
you mean you
them
think there's a
going,
ton of money in selling $10 worth of plastic for $250?
I think I could see them going the Brickheads route with like a Zelda Link 2 set. That'll probably happen.
It could. I mean, if they just did a minifig collection with Nintendo,
A blind bag minifig.
yeah, blind bag Nintendo minifigs, those would sell like crazy.
I would like an old school, like the first level of Donkey Kong, with the beams and the Donkey Kong on top and a little Mario.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
Who would?
Paulette. I always wanted a Paulette minifig.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Let's move on to Cheapy's Stupid PC Corner. I've been playing a stupid PC game called Super Hot Mind Control Delete, which just came out this week.
So is this like a sequel to Super Hot?
This is like a sequel to Super Hot. It is like a sequel, but
I
probably
watched
not.
your video that you posted today.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
You look confused. I didn't post any videos.
I was like, what am I, like a streamer?
Unlike you,
Right,
I
you-
watch the things
You watch
that
my
you
content.
post.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching my content.
Yep.
So Super Hot Mind Control Delete, I believe, is free if you already own Super Hot. I don't know if it's just for PC. I'm not doing a good job of providing a lot of information. But
no.
I had bought this on early access, I don't know, a long time ago, and I've been playing it sporadically over that time. So it's finally out for everybody now. And it's really a lot of fun. It's like they basically made Superhot into a randomly generated, roguelike, which works great for Superhot. Picking up stuff off the table, throwing the darts in people's faces, shooting them. It's like, it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So I would definitely recommend Superhot Mind Control Delete. I want to check out the VR version too for PlayStation because that's a whole totally different game that they made just for VR. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd be a lot of fun. You guys don't fuck with Superhot?
I finished it on the Xbox.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, it's a great
maybe
game.
it's included
It's great.
with that? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to check. I didn't see like an update for the game or anything.
They've added like, some powers now. Like you can choose as you play through, you're unlocking different like skills.
I don't know if they update it that much on the console versions.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But it's really
I
fun.
don't think so.
Superhot.
It's on Game Pass.
It released for PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Oh, it
Okay.
did?
With
Great.
Switch coming at a later date.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah, it's totally really fun. Really fun.
Cool.
And,
I can shoot people in the kneecaps in that game.
You can throw knives at them. You can do everything. Oh, I didn't really put much in the CAG bag, did I?
No, you put one question.
Put one question. I told you I came to the computer ready to sit down and like put the finishing touches on, and they're like, "Oh, there's no scene to broadcast."
I
So-
checked your
People in
Twitter.
the chat, start thinking of questions right now.
Yeah.
Because this is not going to take long to answer this one that's here.
At Hexagon writes in and asks if Shipwreck still has the Cadillac.
No,
Did you sell it?
I did sell it. Yeah.
How much did you get for the Cadillac?
I want to say $2,000, something like that.
Wow, nice.
I
Yeah. At
just-
least you could polish the fenders.
Yeah, I just wanted to get rid of it.
The metal on that is probably worth. It's a lot of metal.
Yeah, I liked it. It's just
No, you can't drive that.
No, well,
it was fun to
working
drive.
too hard will give you a heart attack.
It was
Stop. No more Billy Joel jokes.
right,
You ought to know by now.
Oh. I was supposed to go to a Billy Joel concert a couple months ago.
I was supposed to go to a concert last weekend that got canceled. The what was it? Bare Naked Ladies Toad the Wet Sprocket concert.
That's a Wombat concert all the way.
It's totally a Wombat concert all the way.
The most Wombat-y concert.
I bet Shipwreck would love that Wombat concert.
Especially if they open for the
I think
Eagles.
I've seen both those bands live before.
I've seen the Bare Naked Ladies a lot of times, but I've never seen Toad the Wet Sprocket. I was very excited.
I'm missing out on an Alanis Morissette garbage concert.
I saw Alanis Morissette in concert.
I've seen Alanis Morissette 2 or 3 times.
I saw her with Jason Mraz.
I saw her when she was in small clubs,
Nice.
like right when You Oughta Know came out.
I saw her in the parking lot of Whole Foods. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I've never seen her. No questions from the chat. I mean, can we get an updated CAGcast production page covering streaming on Twitch? Oh, Rectum, what are you trying to do?
Make you work for a living?
Right. Oh, it's yeah, I could do that, sure. At some point.
All right.
It is pretty up to date, that CAGcast production page. If you want to know how to
Yeah.
get a
Go
podcast,
on.
Wombat's really interested. Just Google CAGcast production tips, and you can find CAGcast production tips. You know what I'm saying? And then you
Save the Zinky says, "How's everything going with this COVID thing?" It's crazy here
what-
in Texas.
What
Oh,
COVID?
really?
I don't even. What is a COVID? Is that like a video game console? Is that
Stop
like
it.
a Stadia?
Oh,
Zinc, isn't it crazy in Ohio too now? Is it
it's
popping
crazy
off?
now. Yeah, the county I'm in now requires all the stores require masks now. So
Finally.
yeah,
It took a long ass time, dude.
It did. It took a long time, but it's still it's on a county by county basis in
Oh
Ohio.
my goodness.
So you could drive 15 minutes north of me and go in stores without masks.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound right. Well, we've been masked up here in New York for forever since the start.
We've flattened that curve.
Because and everyone's still wearing masks. We never
We
stopped.
were doing great until we ran the doctor out of town.
What happened?
we had our I don't know what that position's called, but our Dr. Ohio was here.
Is he purple?
And she was doing a really good job of like being super cautious and staying on top of stuff
Right.
and doing doctory type stuff.
Right.
And then everybody got upset at her because she was doing a good job and she got super stressed out and resigned. And then
Wait, they got
now,
upset at her because she was doing a good job?
Yeah, welcome to America.
yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Right. She was doing her job
Yeah.
properly.
So they ran her out of town because she just got stressed out and said I can't do this anymore. And then from that point on, that led to where we're at now.
Sounds bad.
Yep.
Well, that's depressing.
Sorry. Well, we're still here. I
Right.
can't be depressed about everything.
Right.
But
Yeah. I noticed like when I go to Chinatown to Ping Pod, everybody, even on the street, is wearing masks. Even though they're not, it's like, there's not like a lot of people. It's not like a normal day in the city these days. It's like really people are spread out, but even still people wear masks, just as like courtesy.
I wear a mask in the bed.
As a courtesy to your wife.
That's courtesy to my wife.
Right. She doesn't want to look at you or
very
smell-
respectful lover.
Mhm. It's
smell your
thoughtful.
me.
breath.
It's me. That's what they say about me.
Yes.
He's a very respectful lover.
Wombat. That's what they said about him in college.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wombat, the respectable lover.
That was my fraternity nickname.
All right. I think we're about done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remind everybody to go to HelloFresh.com/80CAGcast and use code 80CAGcast to get a total of $80 off your first box. Follow us on Twitter at GBD, at New Wombat, at Video Game Deals, of course. A lot of contests going on and whatnot. I'm getting the raid ready for Game Attack Team. So get ready. Stay with us for that. And yeah, that's it.
Bread's done.